Slice this bad boy open. Hello and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about LaVazza, and in particular we're going to talk about their Gran Crema line. Yes people, this is a 2-pound bag. So in this video we're going to be doing a hands-on with the bag. Then I'm going to give my first impressions on said beans. After that we're going to throw those bad boys over to the burr grinder and break those things down perfect for, you got it, the pour over. After that we're going to do my favorite part of this whole shebang, the sip test. Yes, people, I absolutely love tasting new coffee, and I think this one is gonna be powerful. After that, we're gonna figure out, is this a daily, weekly, monthly, or never consumption coffee? It does happen, people, it does happen. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So at the top you have in bold giant letters, whole bean coffee, LaVazza, Torino, Italiano, 1895, people. That is way back in the day when vampires roamed the world. This kind of reminds me of a vampire bag of coffee for some reason. Maybe it's because it's Halloween season coming up. Espresso barista. That is what's up, people. This is the Gran Crema. The Gran Crema. I think I'm saying that right. Gran Crema. I don't know how else you would say it. All right. The master of espresso since 1895. That is exactly what a vampire would say. I am the master of espresso. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, look, there's the LaVazza cup right there. Very cool. This bag has multiple different textures going on. This is the glossy. This is the soft touch. Very premium bag, which gives you an understanding of what's inside. You go the extra mile in the bag. You go the extra mile with the beans. And these were so cheap. That's why I bought these right here. So cheap. On sale. All right. Okay. Intensity level 7. This is, of course, 2.2 pounds. Here's a little bit on their Pursuit. Medium roast. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Intensity level 7, and it's a medium. All right. So we're going to call this a medium dark roast. That's where I'm going. This is... definitely a medium dark roast. Fresh by date. We are good to go for quite some time. Holy but Jesus, that is insane. And there is the one-way valve right there. Not a lot of CO2 was released in this bag. It is very tight and very sealed, which explains why they're saying we can go quite some time. Wow, quite some time. All right, let's get the scissors out. Slice this bad boy open. Whoo-wee! The aroma coming out of here is unreal, people. Holy bejesus. It's like the fountain of youth right here. It's like the holy grail. Wow. Holy bejesus. Let me turn on my flashlight for this one. Wow. Look at that. So amazing. Wow, beautiful looking beans, just the right amount of oil. It's funny, these have more oil than some dark roasts I've reviewed, and these are just a medium, but like I said, these are the medium dark, and this is 100% a blend. As you can see, we are dealing with a wide variety of beans in here. There's actually multiple different kinds of beans in here, which is very interesting, and that will give the flavor and all of the goodness that we're hoping comes out of this bag of beans. Wow, yeah, that is absolutely amazing. There's a couple imperfections here or there, like right there. I would have left that out. They will probably push back and say that these are going to add to the flavor notes and make the coffee that much more gran. I don't really know what that word means. Gran Crema. I'm sure that means like Grand Crema. Yeah, there's an imperfection. Che LaVazza, what are you doing to me? Coming at me with your fancy beans in your fancy bag? All right. Yeah, I'm just going to say that this is their version of a specialty blend, and anything you see in here is probably the result of that. And just grind them up, dummy, and enjoy your cup. That's where I'm at. All right, coming up, we are gonna throw these over to something. I don't know if it's gonna be the super automatic first or the pour over, and make up a hot cup of Java. Woo! All right, let's get into the grind test, people. Woo! Look at how beautiful those beans are. All right, we got our burr grinder right here. This thing is gonna break these beans down, perfect for my pour over. Let's load this bad boy up. So excited. Woo! Look at those beans. Woo! All right. So you're going to want to set your burr grinder or any grinder to about a medium grind. That's perfect for the pour over, and that's going to give you optimal flavor, and it's going to fight the clog that can happen if you grind up your beans too fine for the pour over. All right, let's get a little glance at what's to come. That's looking good right there, people. Look at that uniform breakdown. You can see the color tones are very nice. You want to make sure you break up all of your grounds before you do any kind of brewing, and that way you get the finer bits all broken up and everything nice and blended. So when you do brew, you get a very good balanced flavored profile. All right, let's take a closer look. Woo! Look at how nice those broke down. And you can see that this is a medium roast because that's not dark as can be, and you can see there's a little bit of light notes in there, so that's really, really cool. That's exactly what they said it would be. I thought it would be a little bit darker based on the fact that it is an espresso and the bag just looks so dark. But yeah, those are looking perfect. That's exactly what we want to see when you break your grounds down for a pour over. All right, we have our 1 ounce scoop right here. We're gonna load it into the Coffee Gator pour over maker. This thing is a true machine. One of my favorite ways of brewing coffee that I have to date. All right, so we're gonna put about 4 to 5 ounces in here, and we're gonna go to about 600 milliliters of water. That's the coffee to water ratio that I have come to love for my pour over review, for my coffee review, and that way I pretty much have a standard that I've created, and it's unto myself and unto this channel. Perfect. So here we go. We're loading it up with some very nice looking grounds, and then we're about to turn on the kettle. All right, this is the Barista Warrior kettle. You've probably seen the review of this, and you'll see it in all videos to come until I get a new kettle. This thing is absolutely amazing. It is so quiet, and it brews up your water so fast. All right, here we go. Boils your water so fast? Okay, so you want to soak your grounds for the first hit. So if you're new to pour over, this is just the first pour. You just soak everything for about 30 seconds. Then you hit it with the first true pour, which is going to show you a little bit more about this coffee. It's going to show you the quality. It's going to show you the freshness, because if it blooms and it starts to produce a frothiness, that's a sign that it's healthy. And you could see right there, it just started to volcano up. It started to mushroom up and bloom, and then it's creating this frothy crema looking appearance on the top. Now this is a medium dark roast, so it's going to be a little bit darker than the rest. And if you look right there, that is a beautiful looking stream. That's exactly what you want to see, a rich color tone flowing through this pour over maker right here. And you're going to want to spend about 3 minutes doing this. So you can try this at home if you're new. Set a timer, and when you hit 3 minutes, you should be at your last pour. You should be finalizing it and finishing it. So that's something that you can do for fun, just so you can see where you're at. You don't want to go any longer. You don't want to be spending 5-10 minutes pouring. That means you're going too slow. So you want to make sure that you get it done quick and move on. And that way you get the best tasting coffee. All right, so like I said, we're going to go up to about 600 milliliters of water. That's going to give us optimal flavor. It's going to be a punchy, very, very strong flavor. It's going to exaggerate the flavor so that I can express to you guys what is going on in this coffee. Whereas if I made it normal, I would probably do a different coffee to water ratio, but that is what I do for this channel. I do it for you guys, people. I do it for you. All right. Here we go. We got the Grand Canyon mug right here. This thing is a true phoenix. It has died once and I had to rebuild it. I made a full video on that. Woo! Look at that stream right there, people. Wow, that is exactly what you want to see. That is so rich. Little to no settlement at all. That is exactly what you want to see. Wow, look at that rich looking coffee right there. Man. All right, so you want to sip your coffee between 130 and 140. Believe it or not, you probably are drinking your coffee too hot at home. Sorry about my foot in the background. That is a little bit gross. I do apologize. Yeah, you want to drink your coffee between 130 and 140. I go optimal sip test 132. Hey, what's up guys? I want to talk about a sponsor that I have for this channel, Don Pablo Coffee. Yes, people, Don Pablo makes an amazing variety of coffee. I actually went down to Miami, Florida and modeled for his bourbon infused coffee. Yes, people, they have bourbon infused coffee. This is coffee for the people who don't even like to drink coffee. This is coffee for people who love to drink coffee but are bored of the normal coffees. They have single serve bourbon infused coffee. They have whole bean bourbon infused coffee, not to mention all the other varieties they have. They are a small batch coffee roaster. Now you're probably thinking, what does that mean? What does it mean? I'm going to tell you. A small batch means you're going to get a fresher bean. Yes, people, everything they roast is roasted smaller, which means you're getting a fresher batch. All the other companies roast in ginormous roasting contraptions, and that means you're getting it less of a fresh batch. So click the link down below, go buy some amazing coffee, and let's get back to the video. All right, let's get into this sip test, people. Woo! That smells absolutely amazing and very, very strong. Once again, I think I went a little overboard with the coffee to water ratio. Woo! That is powerful stuff. And I'm hoping it's at 132, but it could be a little bit hotter, so... Oh, wish me luck, people. Wish me luck. Whoa. Wow, that is a blast right in your taste buds. Holy bejesus. So the first thing you're hit with is this sort of like nutty sour. Then it becomes extremely smoky. And by the end, it is like this nutty sweet taste. It's like you've eaten some kind of like trail mix or something. And it's all just sweetly flowing through your mouth. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's a little bit thick and it kind of like flows around your mouth and then goes down. It's got a hint of wateriness, which is interesting because of how strong this is. So that is interesting that there's a tiny twinge of wateriness that's flowing through it. It definitely has a well-balanced set of flavor notes, but there's a couple that just keep popping out and they want to be their own they want to be their own band. They want to be their one-man band. Caffeine level in this, of course, is at its peak right now, so it's going to hit me quite hard, quite fast, even though caffeine typically takes a little bit longer to kick in. But I imagine if you have the amount I have in this, it's going to start kicking in really fast. Okay. So all in all, I'm going to say that this has a very, very good quality to it. It has a couple things that are off that aren't going to give it that 5-star approval. I'm not going to be able to stamp it and say this is the best of the best of the best, but I am going to give it a solid 4.9 star rating. LaVazza typically makes some amazing coffee, and their coffee is very interesting because it lasts a lot longer than other coffees. So if you buy a big bag of beans and you compare them to another coffee roaster, LaVazza tends to last a little bit longer, up there with the Don Pablo and the Starbucks. They seem to hold their flavor in their beans, and everything seems to stay fresher for a lot longer. I typically use my Philips Super Automatic for almost all of my coffee nowadays. So the beans just sit up top. I grind them down with the machine automatically and brew up a nice hot cup of coffee and enjoy it that way. And typically if I put in beans that aren't as good, I will notice after about a week that the beans have sort of lost their power, their punchiness. But this, LaVazza also, I think, has the most caffeine than other coffees out there. I believe their coffees are highly caffeinated. I don't know if that's because of their beans, the way they grow them. They're just more susceptible to being caffeinated, but definitely that's what I'm getting. Wow, yeah, that is definitely a delectable cup of coffee. Definitely a cup of coffee that you could have with a very sweet treat. So if you're someone out there that likes to eat your sweets with your coffee, this is the one to go for. Of course, I'm recommending this black with your sweet treat. I don't recommend putting any cream or sugar in. I personally believe it destroys the coffee and you basically are drinking creamer. That's my theory and I'm sticking to it, people. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, that is a very delectable cup of coffee. Like I said, I'm not giving it that 5-star approval. I'm not gonna stamp it and say this is the best of the best of the best, because there is definitely something that's just a little bit off in there. And I think it's the sourness is just turned up a little bit too high. So you get the balance, you get the bitter, the smoky, the sweet, you get that whole range, you got that earthy, nutty taste, but then the bitterness just stands above that, and that's where I kind of have to step back and go, okay, this is not my premium cup of coffee, but it is a premium cup of coffee. So if you're out there and you want the bitter, bold, bad boy cup of coffee, this is the one. If you put the coffee ratio like I did, you're gonna be spinning. You're gonna have so much caffeine, so much flavor, that you're gonna be in coffee heaven, people. And if you're someone who only drinks 1 cup of coffee a day, buy a pour over, overload it with grounds, make yourself the boldest, baddest cup of coffee and get yourself going. There you go, that's the LaVazza Gran Crema. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. And if you want to join the At Home with Lucas family and you want to be part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because of you guys I surpassed 2K. Yes, people, on my way to 3K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.